gave a talk in Paris to a bunch of Deutsche Bank executives. And one of them came up to me afterwards, Kevin Parker, and said to me, "There's a guy I need you to meet." So I said, okay. And everybody else came up to me afterwards and said, "You talk to Kevin Parker? Do whatever he says." You know? So I said, okay. And so Kevin introduced me to Charlie and said, "Please do me a favor and sit down with Charlie. I think he would appreciate and enjoy your perspective." He called Charlie and said, "I met this guy named Simon, and I really think you should meet him." And Charlie either said or thought, "Oh, why?" So after many cancellations, feeling obligated, Charlie and I finally sat down. And what was supposed to be a 1-hour polite introduction, both of us simply doing Kevin a favor, was the start of a close friendship and even closer mentorship between the two of us. It was a long conversation that ended up in tears and hugging. But that's not why I'm here today. My work is deeply, deeply personal to me. And what started off even more years ago, 6 or 7 years ago, was this desire to inspire people to do what inspires them, to imagine and help build this world in which the vast majority of people wake up every single morning inspired to work, feel safe when they're there, and feel fulfilled when they go home at the end of the day. And I came here to say thank you to Charlie, because there is no greater example, there are few greater examples I can think of than this company. And what Charlie has imagined, what he has taken a risk to do, what he's building, is coming to life, and it's helping me bring this thing that I imagine to reality. Next Jump is one of those companies that allows me to say to people that I cannot be accused of being a crazy idealist if what I imagine exists in reality. I'm going to read you something. Usually I make things up myself, but Ralph Waldo Emerson said it better. And this is how I think of Charlie and his dogged desire to bring this craziness to life, even though his own board members think he's nuts, even though the outside world thinks he's nuts, and even though people push him to do what he's supposed to do, but yet he follows this mad dream that he has. Ralph Waldo Emerson, in his essay Self-Reliance, wrote, "A foolish consistency is the hobgoblin of little minds, adored by little statesmen and philosophers and divines. With consistency, a great soul has simply nothing to do. He may as well concern himself with his shadow on the wall. Speak what you think now in hard words, and tomorrow speak what tomorrow thinks in hard words again, though it may contradict everything you said today. Ah, so you shall be misunderstood. Is that so bad then, to be misunderstood? Pythagoras was misunderstood, and Socrates, and Jesus, and Luther, and Copernicus, and Galileo, and Newton, and every pure and wise spirit that ever took flesh. To be great is to be misunderstood." Every single year we give something called the Ignitor Award. And we give this award to the person who has taken this vision that I have, this cause that I believe in, this movement that I've devoted my life to, and by themselves, without any sort of help or assistance from us. It's not a business relationship. It is somebody who has taken our work and simply run with it and built upon it and make it better. And it is the Ignitor Award that goes to the person that ignites a spirit in other people and just takes the spark and turns it into a flame. This year, 2014 Igniter of the Year, my friend, my mentor, Charlie Kim.
It's a flame.
We got that.
It ignites things. Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Ever since we met Simon, and what was funny was we both sat in sort of like in our chairs thinking, just get this over with. 4.5 hours later, and then a series of 6 hour until midnight, and my wife is convinced I'm having an affair with Simon. But still convinced, but
I
Good
can
looking guy.
understand. I can understand.
I'll call up the midnight. We're just non-stop chatting, but I don't know what to say. I feel like we're just beginning. In fact, I don't even believe we're at the halfway point. There's so much more to do, and just having Simon in our corner, having Kim and Steve in our corner, Kevin, who's brought. Kevin's such a rarity where you never meet a guy who comes out of the finance world. This is where I think some of the darkest souls on the planet seem to gravitate towards. Actually, be a shining light. I mean, Kevin brought us Simon, brought us Jim, which has led to Peter Gorman. I mean, all these different groups, and for us to kind of be on this journey, but really be at the beginning stages. I mean, I turned 41 last year. I figured I've got a short 40 more years to really make some impact before I lose my mind. So it's just an honor being with this company, this group, the kind of people who somehow think that we're not crazy and want to help. They're helping us. So
We do think you're crazy, which is why we're
and this is amazing. This is simply amazing. Thank you.
Well, I know that what I imagine, what I'm doing, I couldn't do without you. Thank you.